like lately, and majority of the natural. I don't know. They're very quiet. All the photographers like so quiet.
The funny thing is, I think I'm the opposite. But there was a time like when I never used to like to take pictures of people because I was shy. But I know a lot of, besides being quiet, a lot of photographers are private and introverts in a sense. They might rub you the wrong way. I don't think I'm any of that.
No, absolutely not. We love Donjay.
He knows Donjay. I love him. He did my 21st birthday. It was so old. He filmed it. It was very beautiful at this podcast.
I remember.
Thank you so much, Donjay.
Did she treat you nice?
Yeah.
Donjay's cool. No, he's cool, but it's really great. The stuff that you have going on with the youth, it's really good. It's something that is, I guess at the same time it's also helping them get to. They're working with people they're working with someone that's already in the industry, so you can keep them above and at a good level, so that way they won't be starting all the way. I guess you can say from the bottom where there's other people that just want to keep them. It's okay to learn the books, but then it's also good to learn and know what's going on like right now in reality.
Okay.
Which I believe that's what you're saying as far as the theory part. I don't know if that's
because a lot of times they don't, unless they're out there in the field like practicing, or they get their hands dirty or their hands on the actual camera, they probably aren't being exposed properly to what photography is, because
that's what
outside of your cell phone, these kids are taking pictures every day, they're taking selfies every day, and now it's like, what's the story behind it? You gotta kind of bring this to them in a sense and get their minds just thinking a little bit, So I like to I take pride in that, because a lot of people don't ever make that. I mean, some people might be up here and they might have mad publications and they don't have the education. They aren't touching the people.
Exactly.
So I'm happy in that.
No,
that's right.
I do want my publications up and all that, but I'm taking pride in making sure that there's another need in a couple of years.
That's beautiful.
We love that. That's awesome. So, did you get a chance to watch the BET Awards?
No, I didn't. I hardly watch TV. I caught a couple highlights on the internet. And
okay. So, what did you like from the highlights?
Man, Williams, his speech.
Oh,
Jesse Williams.
We related.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesse Williams?
No, that's not Bianca Williams.
Okay.
Don't listen to her. She's a mess.
Hey, Jesse, how you
Look,
I like Beyonce and Kendrick.
in water?
yes, that was amazing.
Yeah,
Water.
I like
That was amazing.
I think they're using, like, BT hope they use the Black Star Power. They're using that Black Star Power
For real.
About time, right?
Yes.
But it's a game, and it's also an industry.
Right.
And, I believe BET is owned by Viacom. So there's certain things that you got to break certain barriers before you can take off the mask.
Right.
That's true.
This is who I really am.
Yeah, that's true.
I fooled you. And that's what I think that's
That's what they did.
I think that's what Beyonce's been doing.
Right.
With females, with that that stature, with that strong influence, it might be a little bit harder to break it, but because guys are so, or they expect guys, especially like in hip hop, because guys are so, in a sense, usually macho, or you expect us to break the law, or to piss somebody off, or to not be media trained. It's a little bit easier for a guy like Kendrick to come out and come out with the chains when he did the
Right. The other one, right.
do King Kunta
Right.
and J. Cole. It's easier for them to kind of say certain things, because in a sense that's kind of like expected. These guys, they're not going to sell more than 5 million records, 10, and that, you know what I mean?
But not a Beyonce.
Right, you know what I mean? She kind of did, she did like a 360.
Right.
And hopefully she could come back to do what she's used to do. But, I do like her now.
Yeah, we love her.
All time. I love it.
Michael Jackson knows
Look. Sanjay, you a mess.
So being in this industry, I know a lot of times you run into people because we're in the industry, and a lot of times people ask you about, let's say for example, if it's love and hip hop, or if it's the black people. Sometimes subjects come up. Do you? Because I'm the type of person, I try to stay away from the question because you always know this. It seems so big, this industry, but it's so small. So I try not to answer questions pertaining to somebody because I either know a cousin or I either know them privately. Like, what do you do when those questions come up? Oh, how do you think this person did doing it? Do you automatically just say they did good, or would you take a step back and reroute it and think about what you're about to say?
You know what? I feel bad because on a lot of those shows, those people are like my friends, my
Right.
associates in real life.
Right.
So I don't go home and watch at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m.
Right.
Monday or Tuesday, whenever the shows come on. I'm not watching them like religiously every once a week. So I might catch some clips online, or I'll see
Somebody usually
like on
posts it.
Instagram,
Yeah,
somebody
Right.
might repost it,
Mhm.
but I don't watch it religiously. So when people ask me questions, sometimes I really be out the loop. And Ted from Black Ink, he kind of explains to me, like, when people see things on TV, like they believe it and they think it's in the now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I guess on one of the episodes, the shop was closed, and somebody stopped by the shop, and he was like in real life. Somebody stopped by the shop, and he's like, "Yo, ain't y'all closed?" But
Right.
and Ted is like, "No, we're open. Like you see, we're
Wow.
open."
And that stuff
But
is
he's
taken
referring
months
to
ago.
like on
Right.
TV on the last
Right.
episode. It's
Wow,
closed.
that's annoying.
Like so, to some people, TV is in the now.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
not,
It's-
right?
it's sad.
It's true.
And they-
That's a
it's
good
called
point.
reality.
That's true.
But,
Right. So
yeah.
people ask me
Right.
about things like that, you know, in a sense like, and I might be able to give some shed some light.
Mhm.
But a lot of people don't know a lot of the stuff is really pre-recorded,
Right.
Mhm.
maybe months in advance at times.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's true.
See?
Sometimes,
That is
like,
true.
especially when the show first starts, a lot of the stuff might be like 6 months,
Mhm.
half a year in advance
Yeah.
before you
Mhm.
see it.
Before you see it,
Yeah.
exactly.
And Ted was also explaining to me because he's been losing a lot of weight, he's been working out, and I've been filming some of his regimens. And he was telling me that people won't believe, they might see it on Instagram or whatever, they're not gonna believe it until they really see it on TV, like, oh, it looks similar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, you've been working out a lot too.
Yes, oh, I am sure.
Dante been working out a lot too.
I'm already slim. I'm
You
trying to
gotta
get
stay-
slimmer now. I'm not trying to get slimmer.
Just so you're staying
Um,
healthy.
Yes, I started. Shout out to Thela. He's the personal trainer
Okay.
over at Dolphins Gym. You need to holler at him.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
the man,
Thela, what's
man.
up?
This guy's he's crazy. You know what I mean? So, but it started out like I don't like people calling my bluff. Like,
Mhm.
he used to call my bluff and say, "You're not coming to work out." Like, "You're not and I don't like him doing that.
Doing
that.
Because it's like, all right, you called me out, so now I gotta be true to my word.
Work,
Right.
yeah.
As
That's me.
much as possible. So
That's
it's like,
true.
so
That's right.
that's a friend of mine, and he's also a personal trainer, and I don't sleep at night, so that's also how it starts. I said, you know what? There's 24 hours in a day, and if you got access to this 24-hour gym, then
That's right.
Do
nighttime
it.
it's gonna be my playground
Yeah.
because I don't sleep at night. So I'm like,
Wow.
for me to gain weight, for real, I would have to follow like his like meal regimens, like eat 6
Okay.
meals a day. I haven't been doing that because I'm literally like on the run
Right.
all the time. So I haven't been doing that, so I haven't been gaining as much, but I've been toning up, and by the
Nice.
time I'm done working out, I feel like I sleep better.
That's good. That's true. That is true.
So that's where the gym comes in.
And is it a stress reliever for you also?
Yeah, it's a stress reliever to the max. It's also it's like you're beating yourself up. You're telling yourself
Better do this.
certain
Mhm.
things, and you're challenging yourself.
Yeah, that's
so,
right.
Yeah.
So it's
Have you ever taken spinning classes? Because I love spinning classes. I just
no. I've walked by certain classes, looking through the window on 14th Street, and there's a lot of companies now that like spinning.
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
hard.
thing.
Oh, I love that stuff.
That's the thing.
I call it the spinning club.
Okay,
Because you
like,
go to music and then the lights be on.
I've been walking by, I'm looking through the windows, I'm like, oh, like, this
It's
is,
going down.
yeah, this is a thing now.
Right.
What is it? I've been invited to take yoga, but I would like to, but I haven't. The closest to that, I know years ago, I meditated, I went to,
That's good. Meditating is good.
my friend was a Buddhist, and we went down to the temple, and until we turned on,
Jason, man.
Yeah.
the designer snacks.
It's so funny.
it went down. So that's the closest I've done to yoga, but I've been invited to yoga. Shout out to Bree for yoga.
Hey, Bree.
Brittany Starr, she was on America's Next Top Model. I did some work with her, and she has a nice following. She should be here.
Oh, we gotta get her.
We gonna message you just now.
Yeah, we're
We
gonna
got
send her a nice little email.
Brittany.
We'll contact her PR person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years, Donjon? Where do you see you and your brand in 5 years?
I do not know. I'm trying to give you know, when you've been a student of the game, and I still feel like I'm a student, you
That's
always got
continuing education.
yeah, I mean, it's hard to see. It's not too hard to see where the game is going, but there's certain things that I want to embark on and I want to complete. You know, I feel like I got the educational thing down pat. I want to make my mark in the industry. For real. I feel like I have a nice footprint in New York, at least. You know, where I'm being a part of certain conversations. It's like, oh, we're going to book home, and I'm happy for things like that. That's a blessing. I really can't call it in 5 years. I know next year will be my 20th anniversary of being
Yes,
a
you gotta celebrate. You gotta celebrate.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
30th birthday is coming up.
Oh, wow.
July 28th, 29
Oh my
days from now.
gosh.
As soon as I find out what I'm doing, you're invited to
Thank
that.
you.
I know I'm dropping my website. And, on the website, there's going to be a lot of. I might, I'll repost this video.
Thank
Just a
you.
lot of traffic.
Okay.
Thank you.